Alright, and we are live. What up, YouTube? 120 volts back at you with another reaction video. This time something really worthy to react to since there hasn't been anything in a while. As you might have known, in the past few days, there's been a little bit of leaks here and there about a potential Street Fighter V Arcade Edition coming out in January. And those of you who watch Vesper Arcade's YouTube channel and stuff would see that these leaks are were coming out and starting to become abundant. So today, while we were at work at around 2, 3 o'clock maybe, I saw that Capcom had posted an entire video all about what to expect with Street Fighter V's upcoming arcade edition. So today what I really wanted to do was I wanted to be able to stream this reaction video instead of just, reacting and trying to cut up something. Stream it, have you guys chime in with us to see what you guys think of what's going on with the arcade edition, and have just a big long discussion of what we think. Something like this has been in dire need. Those who bought the game when it first came out knows that some of this content is at least 2 years late. Some of this stuff we expected to be on the disc when we purchased it. Release date for the full $60. The word on the streets is that this will be a free download for people who have purchased the game in advance. This will be a free download for you. And if you, except for the characters just have to pick up yourself, and buying the game will be a total separate entity. So I am super pumped. I've been sitting at work all day, jazzed as hell to come home and watch this with you guys. So without further ado, let's check out Street Fighter V Arcade Edition video. Where's the sound? How come I got no sound? How come I got no sound? Can't do this to me. Give me just 1 second. Let me try and figure everything out. Probably because this is open. Alright, fuck it, we're watching it. No sound. Here we go. Ryu at the waterfall. Oh shit. Alright, so we got a clip in here. Big animation, looking good. Whoa. It? That's really the whole video? That is it? Hold the phone. They literally showed nothing in that. All Season 1 and 2 characters, arcade mode, extra battle mode, new V-triggers. Okay. All new modes and gameplay features will be available as free updates for existing Street Fighter V owners. Which we knew. Okay. $40 MSRP. So if you don't already own the game, it will be $40. But a free upload for everybody else who has the game. I can't believe that's it. They literally showed nothing. Am I missing out on something here? Is that what they were showing? Secret boss fight? I don't get it. This is strange. I can't believe I was so excited for this all day to only see... This is nothing. Unless I'm missing a voiceover. Is that real? Is that a new stage? probably different endings for the characters that go along with their story. That's what's going on. Extra battle modes, new V triggers. $40. Hey, you know what? Not for nothing, but I think that's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good price for that. All right, let's check out the chat. We got anybody in the chat? Man, I just cannot believe that there's just so little information there. So let's try and do this. As you can see, it's already up. We've done some searching on it. A sand temple. Yeah, news. Let's go. This is all just... Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I really thought this was going to be something way more monumental and incredible to go over with you guys. I figured this would be an involved trailer. I'd be able to go over everything with you guys and have content enough to watch it a few times. But there literally is like nothing there. That was crap. I mean, I'm not upset that this is coming, but I just kind of really expected more from that. I don't really know what else to do or say. Prepare yourself. Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is coming out on January 16th, 2008. If you've been spectating from the sidelines or are waiting for a season to join the fight, now is the time. In addition to the highly requested arcade mode, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition contains a bounty of new features, including extra battle mode, gallery, a redesigned user interface, and more. All 28 characters will also be present with a second V trigger to change the way each battle is fought. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that gave me more information than the entire video. All 28 characters will also be present with a second V trigger to change the way each battle is fought. That is exciting. That's actually probably some of the best news. When I first bought the game, Arcade Edition was important when the first game came out because it's a great way for someone to test the waters and feel if they like the game or if they want to pursue mega time into this, because let's face it, going online and getting bodied constantly as a learning process can be super frustrating, and it just isn't for everybody. So with something like arcade mode, you are able to warm up to the game and maybe get a feel for things without just losing online and not realizing how and why you're losing. So is it too late? I'm not sure. I mean, I know for a fact that there's people out there that will now pick up this game because there is an arcade version, because it is now a completed game. Clearly, Capcom was very focused on the Capcom Pro Tour and those events and having the game processed through that way. So I really wonder what second V triggering is going to do for all the characters in the game, including, you know, the ones that I main. What those options are and what they'll be. That's the most exciting part. A redesigned UI. So I actually got to check out some clips from something that was posted on Facebook earlier. And what it is the main home screen of the game, you know, the main menu, is now like all shades of white and gray instead of, you know, blues and stuff. And the arcade added mode is there. The background of the versus screens look different. The background to the character select screen looked different, and the health bars, the timer, and like the number for the hit combo on either side, now those are represented in gold. So when you have full health, instead of it being green, I'm pretty sure it's gold. And now it'll knock down and change colors as you get that way. And when, you know, 4-hit combo comes up, the 4 is in like a gold shine, and the timer is in a gold shine, or if it, you know, if it's infinite time. So those are the new, like, basically looking things that I got to see through the Facebook post. All right, let's continue reading here. From the beginning, we promised that you'll only need to purchase the original Street Fighter V, which we're sticking to. Okay. So I personally did not mind if they were coming out with a Super Street Fighter 5. That's really what I was kind of hoping that they would do, because I feel like Super Street Fighter 5 would rebrand it and look nice as opposed to just Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition. But I guess that's really kind of all they're adding is arcade style modes. So whatever. Either way, it would have been fine. I'm just glad that they're giving us that content and that they're updating things at least just a little bit to keep the game interesting. And now when people see the game played competitively, it'll look a little different, so people go, okay, clearly this is a different looking game. What's going on here? What's new? Maybe I should pick this up if I haven't already. Excuse me, this Red Bull's making me burp a lot. All the new gameplay related content, arcade mode, extra battle mode, and second V-Trigger, the gallery, and more will be available as part of a free in-game update for current players. That is major. Absolutely major. I'm going to have to watch a few other people's videos and gather what they think and what they saw and some of the intel that they know. If you don't follow Vesper Arcade, totally go follow that guy. He's full of Street Fighter V information, and if I ever did a channel like his, it would probably be based on some of the videos that he does, because he's really on top of his shit and posts videos super quick and has a great channel. So feel free to check that out. Do we have anybody in the chat? No one in the chat as of yet. Alright guys, well I'll pose the question to you. What do you think of Street Fighter V Arcade Edition? I would imagine that you're happy about this. I don't really know what else you could do, what else they could do for you to be like, oh man, they're giving us that. Yes, it is a little late, but not too late. And it does give us something to be excited for the new year, because now we'll be getting new V-Triggers. So that's going to change the Capcom Pro Tour a little bit for that year. And that'll give us something exciting to keep playing our characters and have the options. Because let's face it, everyone loves options. One of my favorite things about Mortal Kombat X is having the option of, character. Yes, I want to be so-and-so, but I might want to play like this or that way, or I like this move to counter this one. I think that's a really super cool meta to add to the game, because right now it's basically what can you do with these given rules and without having choices. So, I mean, anyone who knows the channel and knows me personally knows that I'm super in love with Street Fighter V as a fighting game. It's something that's been able to hold my attention and will continue to hold my attention to help support the title. Being able to see that now, I mean, January 16th cannot come soon enough to be able to participate in this. I want to see some new stages. Yeah, we were looking up some other stuff here too. What else did we find? There was really nothing here. Coming in 2018. Oh, this was the article that I had seen before. Excellent. Okay, so now I can show you guys and we can talk about it together. Okay, addition will be arcade mode, extra battle mode, new V-Trigger moves to the fighting game. Capcom also promises a vast gallery of illustrations and a completely redesigned user interface for the game. Here's how Capcom described the two new modes coming to Street Fighter V. Okay, cool. Pardon my reading if it sucks. In the upcoming arcade mode, players can reminisce in the Street Fighter series history as they celebrate the last 30 years of the multi-million selling franchise. Choose from 6 different paths and compete in matches against the CPU. Okay, that's interesting. Opponents to reveal unique endings based on a player performance. Okay. Unique endings. So these might not be like canon story endings, but just like maybe like the end of like Tekken videos when you used to beat the Tekken games, and they'd give you like not necessarily a video that summed up any story mode, but just kind of show that the character was still out there kicking and doing whatever. Will be available for players to use their fight money for the chance to receive an exclusive premium outfit each month. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That actually reminds me more of what Tekken has provided. Tekken, you can make your character look like anything. They can be in bath time mode if you want to, whatever. super interesting. With extra challenges being added and more announced content on the way, Street Fighter V will continue to deliver new and refreshed content on a regular basis throughout 2018 and beyond. So that last sentence right there is the sentence that makes me the happiest, if I can be honest with you. Getting into fighting games, for me personally, the learning curve is a little longer than for most, and especially since I'm new to fighting games. So for me, it takes a lot longer to catch up than what other people might, I feel like. So to have a game have a lifespan like they're planning for Street Fighter V and like what they've shown with Street Fighter 4, for me personally, is more exciting. MKX is the title that most heavily got me into fighting games. MK period, okay? That's the series that I played throughout my years, regardless of 3D. I would buy the next MK, play it casually, and enjoy it. And when I say casually, I don't mean like every once in a while. I played it, you know, quite often, but never was like, let me get better, let me do this. As long as I could beat story mode and arcade modes and stuff, I felt good, could do combos and whatever. When MKX came out and I was like following a little bit of the pro scene and just really starting to get into it, I mean, that's really like my first heavy introduction into FGC, it being a community, a thing, regular contests, money, pros. So that was my first exposure to that. I got so invested into MKX, and like I said, I take a little bit longer to get things. So in the year and a half, 2-year span that is MKX before Injustice 2 came out, that just seems like such a short window. And it didn't feel like enough time for me to get better and to keep playing the game. And now, really, why would you want to play MKX unless you obviously really, really love and enjoy it? But it's not sought after right now. It's not in the competitive scene. And if it is, it's very, very small, you know. I'm interested in sticking with Street Fighter V because I want this game to be relevant for years to come, and I want my skills to build up and to be attributed to this game. I like that. I feel more comfortable knowing that, man, I might not be where I want to be right now, but I still have time to get there, where MKX now is basically dead in the water, and if you're not playing Injustice 2, you're not up to date on your NetherRealm stuff, and, you know, forget it. And I'm not up to date on anything Injustice and NetherRealm related, because I just don't really... Kind of fell off with Injustice 2. Anyway, let's focus on this, okay? As seen in screenshots of arcade mode in the gallery below, players will be able to fight through a series of matches and bonus stages based on past Street Fighter games. The original Street Fighter, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter Alpha, and more. Okay, so there's screenshots below that show bonus stages that are basically from numerous titles that they've had out before as a culmination of bonus stages to put in this game, which I think is pretty cool. But, you know, I mean... playing this game all the time, there are times where I wish I could play this game, be working towards a goal, but not having to play online or learn something in practice mode or blah, blah, blah. Like, survival mode can be, you know, a tough grind. So this will be a cool way to just keep playing the game and have light nights, you know? And you can even do versus modes with that with some of your friends that don't play fighting games, and it might get them into it, you know? Street Fighter V Arcade Edition will be priced at $39. Okay, we already know that. Existing owners, blah, blah, blah. Get it. But not as DLC characters. So yeah, basically, all right, cool. Here we go. This is a great screenshot to show. Let me make sure that this is nice and clear. Okay, so when I first saw this morning, it looked like this was a new character that Ryu was fighting, and it took me a while to realize that there was actually a barrel in there. And on the bottom left-hand corner, you can actually see it says like 7 out of 20 barrels and stuff like that. So that'll be, you know, whatever. It's whatever. It's an extra little bonus piece. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm glad it's there, but it's not changing the game for me. Okay, alright, here's a shot at the different battles. Welcome to Street Fighter V. Number of battles, 4, 8, 10. Cool, and they go, okay. Launched in August 1987, this game, the start of the, okay. Story, chronological order 1. A young Ryu and Ken test the fruits of their training against the strongest fighters in the world. Okay, awesome. So this definitely seems not only just themed to that game, but maybe a little piece of story as that goes along with it. So that'll be really interesting, because I like story. Alright. This background right here, I love it. This looks epic. I thought the world was pretty cool, but this just looks bigger, brighter, and it kind of fits in more with the Capcom Pro Tour and how that looks. It also reminds me a little bit more of like the Tekken background. I feel like you can still see the globe, the world map, the lights and everything. And look at the verses. The verses is shining yellow lights and V-Trigger. Okay, I didn't realize this before. It's showing you the V-Trigger chosen for this matchup right here. So this says Dohatsu Shoden and Wisdom of just taught. Oh man, I kind of want to look that up real quick. Sick looking. All right, and here's the new UI version 3.0. So basically like Season 3 Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Arcade mode, story versus all the usual, everything else, the usual suspects are there. And now instead of just going off of white, you can see that there's gold added to this. So it's like a white and gold look, which I'm totally okay with. We were just talking about that at the shop today, how badass white and gold looks together, like the Injustice 2 God shader, you know, sick. Oh, so if you look here where my mouse is, you can see this says V1. He's got the first V-Trigger. The way all this looks is a little different, how these fill. And Ken's using V-Trigger 2. And this must be a stage from the arcade mode. You can see the gold numbers here for the time. And even the EX Super Bar looks different as well. Super cool. Otherwise, that basically looks the same, right? So that's cool to be able to see. I want to make sure we didn't miss one. Yeah, okay, good. All right, we have Chun-Li versus Cammy. So, yeah, take a look at the health bar now. All right, so currently, these health bars and your stun bar are completely see-through. The background shows through those bars, and they're outlined in white. What these are looking like here is they're completely blacked out bars to really separate them from the background, because the backgrounds are very, very bright. And now you have this all gold health bar here, and then I guess as it diminishes now we'll go from green, show the red damage, to back to yellow again. And you can still see at the bottom here it says CA for her critical R, so these are all full, and that's what it'll look like now. So there's actually a little bit of like darkness behind the critical R, the CA here, to bring that out better. And again, yeah, black added in the gauges for the V-Trigger down here. So I think that's the new user interface there that they're also talking about for the screenshots there. Oh, yo, so check this out. Okay, so here's Armika, and then here's her tag team partner. I do not know her name. You can leave it in the chat or comments down below. And this is V-Trigger 2, so anyone who knows anything about Armika knows that when she hits her V-Trigger, her tag team partner comes in with a splash from different directions depending on how you want to use her. Now it looks like she's straight coming in with a folding chair, like it's straight wrestling. I love that. That is super cool. Maybe it'll be a combo too. She won't just come in and hit you once. She'll come in and whap you like a few times or something. So that's V-Trigger 2 for Armika. I like the gauges. The gauges are like popping off the screen more. I do enjoy that. Alright. I want to know what's going on here. This looks totally different. Yeah, so this is V-Trigger 2 for M. Bison. I want to know what he's doing here. Is he draining her health from like afar now when he's in V-Trigger? Is that something that he can do? Like a move where he's just like using his psycho power from a distance to drain your health or something? That might be wicked badass. Alright. Rashid using his V-Trigger, but it looks like the V-Trigger doesn't go full screen. I'm not a Rashid player, but I mean I do play this game, and I'm pretty sure that his first V-Trigger, I mean the tornado's full screen. You try jumping over that, you're screwed. Is this some sort of like halfway thing? I don't know what's going on there. I'm not a Rashid player. If you are, maybe you're scared. Leave it in the leave it in the comments or chat. I want to know. And this was something I noticed earlier when I was looking at it on my cell phone. Was Birdie using his chain here as a low. right now it's you know, a completely straight maneuver, or it's an anti-air 45-degree up. This is cool to be able to use it as a low and V trigger. So I wonder if he's just, you know, if that's one of the moves he's gonna be equipped with when he's in V trigger. That's it. 10 of 10. Do you think this will play the with some sound? No, huh? It's just not gonna happen. It's just not meant to be. I don't know why. Maybe that's better. Maybe we won't get like a copyright claim or some shit. This is really cool. This looks gorgeous. I want you to know. This looks beautiful. I know it doesn't seem like it's showing or telling me much, but like that just looks awesome. The animation. For the game. What's up? I don't play Street Fighter V, but it looks weird. What this is gonna do for the game is this is gonna give it some personality. This is gonna give it something more than just you know, just a fighting game. And that's what we need, I feel like, right now. All right, let's check out stream here. Perfect. This is right around where I want it to be. Figure we do a little half-hour segment and talk about basically what's coming. So leave in the comments, leave it in the chat section. Are you guys excited for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition? And who do you guys plan on seeing for characters for Season 3? Because that's always something that's up for debate. I know personally I am out of this world excited for Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. I already can't wait for January so this can be here and we can start experiencing just a new feeling in this game. It's not that this game is stagnant for me, because I still have a lot of love for this game, but this is a great way for it to definitely stay that way and to not even get to the point of being stagnant, you know. If you guys don't already have Street Fighter V, will you be picking this game up? Do you find this to be a worthy investment now to go, okay, the game's been out for 2 years, it's $40, I'm finally getting a complete game for, you know, what people paid $60 for 2 years previous. I'm just missing out on the experience with the game and the characters. And I mean, if you're good at fighting games, that's something that you should be able to pick up relatively easy. And hey, you know, we all have our own skill level that we struggle with. So alright guys, that's going to do it tonight for this stream on Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is something a little bit different that I got to do with you guys, streaming a reaction, so I hope you enjoyed this. So please hit the like button, and I want to thank you for watching and sticking with me to the end. Subscribe for more content like this. Check out some of the other videos on the channel as we do gameplays and other reactions and unboxings and stuff. And we will continue to do more of that as we go along. Thanks again so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next 120 volts. Peace.